Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of your bi-monthly radio show Real Talk. I got that so wrong last week and it was very embarrassing to listen back to it. I'm
Happy
excited.
Laxton, Seán. Never embarrassing.
It was very embarrassing. I'm excited to be back for the 4th time. Who thought we'd get 4 episodes out of this? I thought one of us would have killed the other one by now. Been trapped in this little room for an hour.
I thought you'd have killed yourself.
Very interesting. That's
I was hoping you weren't.
nice twist on that one.
I was hoping you wouldn't. Obviously, I never want that.
All right. Please leave the sad talk out. There's a Christmas tree in this room now. We got to keep it cheerful.
A faux Christmas tree.
Yeah. So, Claudia, I'll throw it to you this evening. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. It's like not too many assignments. I'm gonna stop talking about the exams because like no one wants to hear about that.
Rob started right before we started. While that
Yes.
song was playing, Rob said, "I'm having no exam talk, no depressing exam talk."
Nothing
And what did you do
depressing.
as soon as I asked you how you were? Started talking about exams.
Not really exams though. Like it's regarding assignments because like everyone is like now.
Delightful.
Yeah, going about like
So fun.
assignments.
So fun. I love films.
Yes.
And
Rob, how are you?
I'm absolutely great. I'm after coming out of a bit of black plague. I had like bronchitis and tonsillitis. And I've been a ghost. Like you guys haven't seen me in a long time. I only kind of show up twice a week, once every 2 weeks for the.
You did invite us
radio
to your
show.
house while you had bronchitis and tonsillitis.
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice. I was dying. Like I was so alone. Like I've been so.
That's
alone.
fine, but none of us wanted that.
Like
You just invited us over for crepes, and it was like, I'm not going to get crepes.
Oh no,
and die of the plague.
That time, that was the joke. Cause it was like 11:30 at night, and I started making crepes. Like,
Oh, I thought you were being serious, and I was like, no, I'm not going to
everyone
your
had
house
gone
to
home
die.
and gone their own ways.
Yeah.
I know. I would have been up for you coming over someday, but if I'm cooking crepes at 11:30, those crepes are all for me, boy.
Oh, fair enough.
I thought you were trying to like bait us into like visiting you. With
Nah, if I was trying to bait you, I'd be like, I have a load of like awful like coming of age dramas.
Oh, very interesting.
That's how
And
I'd bait
that's
Claudia.
not really like
That-
bait for me.
You remember that gross
sure?
vegan ice cream she
Yes.
made us eat once? I hated it. I don't know if you
thought
liked
was
it.
I didn't think it was very good as ice cream, but
Gack.
as its own thing, I thought it was really nice. No, I'll back her up on this.
She
No,
looks so
back
sad.
up.
that
Can I
insulted her.
veto it?
What's
Can you said you vetoed exam talk. Can I veto talking about the food that I brought?
Talking about
Did I?
vegan food? I think stand and deliver. Like let Seán say his piece because we're still outnumbering him 2-1. I thought the vegan stuff was nice.
Like, I'm not
So-
attacking vegan food. I'm attacking that gross vegan ice cream you bought.
I was playing
But, like,
Jerry's,
you
so I
don't
didn't go
like
too
ice
I don't like
cream.
ice cream, so to be honest with you, I'm probably not the best
Okay,
person to
probably should
give
have
you
led the
my opinions.
conversation with that bit of info there, Seán, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Okay, well, I'll just ask myself, seeing as neither of you asked me. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks.
Because we were in the middle of a conversation.
Well,
Yes,
you
that's
took
true.
way too long.
Imagine if midway
You
through
took
Claudia
way
being like, you
too
don't have
long.
ice cream. I go, well, Seán, actually, how are
I
you?
cut Claudia off mid-conversation to ask how you were, to keep the ball
Last
rolling.
time I cut Claudia off, it became a 5-minute argument in the show. So I'm not cutting anyone off anymore.
Oh, that was a good day. So I believe this is our last episode before the Christmas break.
Christmas, yep.
That's exciting. Christmas, woo.
Christmas is mad.
Christmas is mad. I'm kind of sad that we won't have a show now till January.
That's fine. We'll have to do something. We'll record something between ourselves. We'll each record 20 minutes of little material ourselves, and then we'll Frankenstein it all together. And
I don't want to do that.
that sounds great.
All right. I'm not doing that. Claudia, why don't you take us away with the segments for this week? And I heard, someone told me that you
That was me.
rewrote your script.
I did. They're now like not as like nicely written, but it gets the point across.
All right.
It gets like, and I did not put as much effort into it.
I see
because
bullet points, and that's concerning
Well,
me.
thanks for
No,
saying
it's
that.
not
I
bullet
put a lot of
points.
effort into it. That
It's
was
like-
lovely.
it's
She
like
implied
two-
there that I did.
It's like 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, so the segments are Claudia's conniptions, where I'm going to do where I'm going to vaguely explain a few movies of my choice to my co-host Rob and Seán in only 20 seconds, and they have to figure out what movie I'm talking about. Then we have Rob's reviews, where Rob is going to give his thoughts on a movie he has recently seen, and then we have Rose's riddles. So it's following the layout of 2 truths and 1 lie. So where Seán is going to tell us 3 pieces of movie trivia, one of them being made up, and we have to guess which one it is. That's literally our segments.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That was literally a pretty good job.
You know what, Claudia? That was very good. I
Thank
didn't
you.
listen to it, but I trusted it was very good.
I thought that like when I did this, I was like, okay, are they going to give me like what would you say? They're like criticizing me while I was like actually talking.
No,
Or not?
I like to let you finish your speech before we start criticising you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally,
I
we wait
agree.
till we give you harsh criticism
Yeah.
when there's songs playing. Oh, as soon as songs start playing in this place, it
You're
is like
getting ripped, actually.
oh, it's handbags of dawn
Oh
in
my
this place.
God.
Yeah, ooh.
Oh, it's absolute drama. So we fire into the first segment. Have you anything you want to say before you start your conniptions?
So today, regarding the conniptions, I asked our film auditor, like film stock auditor, Sinead, if she could help me with them. So she helped me with them.
What would Sinead know about films?
Everything.
Nothing. I heard the
Everything.
only films she's seen is Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2.
Actually, before we get into any segments, I'd like to make a slight retraction, something we put out in the last show. First of all, we claimed that the film of the week was going to be Zardoz, featuring Sean Connery. It wasn't in the end.
Yeah.
It ended up being Hook. And then almost no one showed up, and the copy of Hook that I had was super, super quiet, and we ended up watching White Chicks. But
Everyone's favourite mustache movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's favourite. But also, an actual proper attraction, we said that Sean Connery was spotted in a Centra. It was actually a Spar. So anyway, sorry, Claudia, onto your...
Okay.
Wait, okay.
was that
Well,
a fake laugh from Claudia?
No, it was like I wanted to laugh, but then I was like
It sounded like
remembering-
stock footage laughter.
It did.
Okay.
No, it's like
Yes.
It's like, no, it's wanting for like I want to laugh, but oops, sorry.
Yeah,
I
try
wanted
not
to
to hit them.
laugh, but then I remembered that I could not laugh too loud because otherwise the levels are going to be too high.
Ah, it was a
And
nice,
then
polite
I
lady
stopped.
laugh, yeah.
Yes.
Lovely. Great stuff.
Okay.
So you ready for me to start the first?
Disclaimer. Some of the conniptions are going to be very, very short because I couldn't give too much away. I wanted to be as vague as possible
No.
so that Rob doesn't figure it out.
And shout in too quick. Yeah, I
Okay.
respect that.
Grand.
Right, you ready, Claudia?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
So there are loads of characters in this movie in all possible concoctions, and they're all looking for one emotion that connects us all.
Love Actually?
No. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Sorry.
How the hell did you know that?
My parents, something about their genes mixing just made a super child that can smell films from a mile away. So,
That is wocious.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was actually 2
Jesus.
sentences. Yeah.
I thought it was that Disney film we had to watch back last
Frozen?
month. No, the one we watched last month. What was
what's
it?
it called?
Bunch of emotions inside her head.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Louis.
What was that?
Inside Out.
Ah, that's it. That's it.
Very important screening we did for Inside Out. In the middle of my horror marathon, we had a lovely mental health. Lads, you can laugh all you want. We had an absolutely lovely, heartfelt mental health awareness screening where we screened Pixar's Inside Out, and we've received multiple instances of mail from people saying that screening really helped them. So, I'm really, really, really happy to have pieced that together at the request of Socksbox.
Anyway, I'm shooketh that Rob got that movie that quick.
Thanks.
Like, genuinely. That was like 7 seconds and you got that. All right.
I kind of had it. I wasn't going to guess straight away. I was like, is there a time to guess now? And then I saw you go to move your mouth, so I was like leaping in. All right, let's go for it.
Go for it. Ready? 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Okay, so there's a small American town that's experiencing attacks on residents, and there's then a new girl that's like going to like a high school, and she has a questionable ability of showing her feelings, and then she falls in love with kind of like a weird dude, and nobody understands why she actually likes him, and she looks at him like kind of like she has like food poisoning, and then they end up together.
Twilight.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Sorry.
What did you just like speak,
Do you know
Claudia?
the sad thing? I've never even seen Twilight.
I've never
It's
seen
the
a
worst.
Twilight
No, neither
in
have
my
I.
life. But do
you know the
speak?
story. You
I
know the
didn't know.
story.
Attacks on residents. I didn't know what. And then she was like, "Oh, it looks like she has food
There's
poisoning."
attacks on residents.
Yeah.
Was the food
If
poisoning?
you're a
bit?
resident, you get taxed out of it, and so
Is that part of the story that you get taxed?
No,
Yeah.
attacks.
yeah. What about the tax?
No,
What are you saying? Oh, I was thinking, is this some sort of like Western, like criminal tax
No.
film? Oh, sure.
No.
If I knew it
This
was
here
a tax,
window
I
tax
would've-
is really dragging us down in this small town.
Jesus, apparently I don't speak Claudia.
That's fine. Sinead wrote these.
No, I wrote them, but then I
Okay.
went
Okay.
to like.
A minute ago, Sinead helped. She said, "Don't put it all." Sorry, Sinead.
No, she helped me, but it's not like she wrote them for me.
God, I guess.
She didn't do your homework for you. Is that what you're saying?
Love you, Sinead.
Right, all right, we'll go again and Rob can get the last one because...
No, it's like 4. So it's like there's,
There's
2.
4.
Oh,
we
yeah,
can,
there's
we can
4.
still break
I
it even.
keep forgetting.
We can
All
still
right.
break even. Don't worry.
3, 2,
Okay, so there's a troubled kid that is helped by an older man, and the older man is feeling guilty because he has let another person down, and he's beating himself up about it. And there's a plot twist at the end of the movie.
That was 12 seconds of pure and utter garbage. Let me think now for a second. There's an old man and he's helping a child.
Is this
Is it Good Will Hunting?
Up? No. Who did he let down? Up? Spy Kids? I really wanted to watch Spy Kids last week and we didn't get to.
That's a shame.
I was like, well, I'm just going to put on Spy Kids so if nobody wants. And somebody was like, White Chicks. And everyone was like, that'd be funny. I was like, all right, fine. No, Spy Kids.
Okay,
right.
so-
Old man
That
helping
helps
a
a
kid.
child.
But he's reluctant to because he helped a kid before.
He's not necessarily reluctant to. He's just beating himself up about like the other person, the other kid that he let down. It's part of his job to help
Just like
children.
Karate Kid,
No,
Kindergarten Cop.
no. It's part of his job to help children.
Is he a teacher? It's part of his
Is it
job.
Rocky Balboa?
It's part of his job.
Can we have a
to
new
help
rule
children.
where I can give 3 hints?
We generally make
Sure.
this show up as we go along,
But,
so why not throw that
and
in?
we've almost always guessed in the first few
Yeah.
seconds. So yeah, let's go for it.
I
Okay.
like this.
There's a supernatural element to this movie.
Is this Star Wars? Is this a Star Wars film?
I hope it's not a Star Wars movie.
Oh, it was the highest grossing. Is that the way you say it? Highest grossing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want, though. We're not going to stop.
Horror movie in 1999. And was only beaten by It in 2017.
He helps a child. I feel like an
Is
absolute.
it Signs? No. Oh my God, what is that one?
The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
Damn it, Bruce. I kept saying
yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, sorry. As soon as I heard you say M. Night Shyamalan films, I was like, oh,
Damn it.
Get B.
God,
Willie
I
out
would have
here.
had that if I couldn't get Bruce Willis's name out of my head.
Yeah, but you got it.
That
Yep.
sucks.
Yeah.
I would have got that. I got that first. I'm
Okay,
counting
the
as a win for
last
me.
one.
Okay.
The last one is
Sure.
actually Sinead's
Oh,
favorite.
I brought times up.
And it's my favorite as well.
Okay.
Because it's so relevant information and I love it.
You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Go.
God, she's glowing
Okay,
over this
so there's
one.
a middle-aged magazine executive who despises his job, and his wife Carolyn is ambitious real estate broker who begins an affair with a married business rival, Buddy Kane. Her husband is told he's being laid off, but instead blackmails his boss Brad for 1 year's salary plus benefits. Despite the money, he experiences his midlife crisis, and through unfortunate events, he's being killed by an unknown killer.
I said time and you
That's
kept
fine.
talking.
It doesn't matter because it's the little dribble. I haven't a faintest notion.
Okay, so let's break this down. Magazine executive.
Maggie, yeah. And he has a wife who's doing a lot better than him.
And a wife that she sells houses or something. She sells retail.
Yeah.
Then he gets blackmailed. She gets blackmailed?
No, she's cheating.
She's cheating?
with some very
Buddy.
successful man.
And then someone gets murdered.
He gets murdered.
Who, Buddy or the original guy?
The original guy, the middle-aged magazine executive.
What year did this movie come out?
1999 or 1990, I don't remember. But I think
A lot of films came out in 1999 by the sounds of it.
Are you calling a dog?
yes,
Okay, 1999. So it's a 90s film, essentially, is what you're telling
it's a
me.
90s film. Yeah,
What in the name of God is this?
I think it's
Okay.
1999. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah,
The years I'm going to help me.
there
tell
is.
now.
Okay.
Give us an actor or something or
A
some
clue. Don't give us
Just
an actor.
give us what type of.
There is one of the actresses. She's also in American Pie, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I watch American Pie every second weekend.
I don't think I've ever seen American Pie
No.
fully through.
No, scenes.
Oh
We've
yeah,
all seen
she's in
scenes.
American Pie. She is in American Pie.
Okay.
Who's in
God.
American
Yes, she
Pie?
is. She
Oh,
is.
you're one from How I Met Your Mother's in American Pie.
Oh great. Oh yes, actually. The very kind
that's a good show.
small, fresh-faced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, another clue, because neither of us have seen
Oh
American
God, this is dire.
Pie.
McDonald's is also in the movie.
Falling down.
McDonald's.
That's a fake McDonald's and Falling Down. Anyone see Falling Down?
No.
No.
McDonald's. There's a fake McDonald's.
The main character works in McDonald's for some time.
Play
That
what?
should give it away.
For a magazine. Oh, is it American Beauty?
Yes.
I've never even seen American
How
Beauty.
Do you speak the same language as
I've
Claudia?
never
What is
seen American
happening?
Beauty. I've seen very few of these films, but that's just the language of film, I suppose, Sean.
That was stressful.
Thanks, man.
No, Claudia, that was good this week because
Yeah, no, that
I
was very good.
genuinely hadn't a
We
clue.
had to think about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me going, misery.
Yeah.
Misery. Yeah.
That was good. Fair play to you. I hated it because it just made me mad that I couldn't get Bruce Willis' dumb name out of my head.
B. Willie.
What is he doing these days? Nothing.
He's getting ready for the MNSEU, the M. Night Shyamalan Extended Universe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's about to take off like Iron Man.
I thought you said M&S, like Marks and Spencer's, and I was like, are they doing ads for them now?
M&S ads are always fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you see the one that what's his face did? The director of like Grand Budapest and Life Aquatic,
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. He did one on a train. Oh, it's glorious. Makes your heart swell. And
Very
then want to
interesting.
die.
We might move on from Marks and Spencer's commercials now because we are
Might
not
just.
paid by Marks and Spencer's to talk about them. Should we bang a song out then?
We'll go to a song.
What song are we going to play?
This next song is Renegade. Sorry, Renegades. That's the plural.
By Ex-Ambassadors.
Exactly.
I like this song. And that was Renegades by the Ex-Ambassadors. I like that song. It goes on for a little bit too long, but the guitar bit at the start is just amazing.
I didn't think it went on too long. 23 minutes.
So the next piece of the show, the next segment, if we're going to follow Claudia's
What we do next?
strictly laid out schedule, is I believe we're going to tip on over across the desk, make the long perilous journey right across that desk, over
That's
the
me.
soundboard,
He's talking
towards Rob, to get a bit of Rob's reviews.
For anyone who doesn't know, by the way, I work the soundboard. Sean's alluded to it there. So if there's ever any problems, if things are too high, too low, songs being chopped, that's all on me.
That is all
This
on
is an
Rob.
apology for every time so far that, and I think there's been one. There have been probably lots of small ones, but there's been one nice solid mess up every week, and I'm delighted to own up to that. That's my.
My favourite was the one where you just cut the song off randomly
Oh
near
yeah.
the end. Yeah, but what, about 40 seconds left of the song and you went right off. Get out of here, Sam. We don't want to listen to the rest of you.
Yeah, that was because I was clicking around, I accidentally pressed pause, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're getting faded in. All right.
All right, so what are we going to talk about for the reviews? I believe, Rob, we're doing something a little bit different today.
Oh, something a little bit different. But we're keeping with the times, Sean. I've been a little bit sick lately, as I've alluded to once already in the show. And that means I've had a hard time getting out to go to the cinema. So if you're sick, if you can't get out, or if you're just Claudia, one place that you'll often watch all of your films and get all your knowledge from is Netflix.
Very true.
So, dead on. See, it's not even an insult. She owns up to it.
No, it's absolutely true.
Netflix is a great service. Don't worry, Claudia. So what I watched lately is the most recent Coen Brothers film, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Have either of you heard anything about it?
Nope, don't know what it
Yes.
is.
Okay. So it is a cowboy anthology film, a western. So it has 6 small different stories in it. They're all tied together. We kind of experience all of these stories through like this storybook that an unknown character is reading. There's lovely colour pages with little drawings and sketches, and then those fade into an actual short film of the story that the character is meant to be reading. The first one is about the titular Buster Scruggs, kind of like this crazy quick draw artist in the middle of the West, and they go from there. It's the usual Coen Brothers kind of mix of dark humour, violence, comedy, all these things pushed right in next to each other with very little kind of breathing room in between. So you kind of need to be able to kind of change your mood and change your expectations on the fly with it. The important thing, as I was saying, I saw it on Netflix, is it was premiered, I think, at a few, or rather not premiered, but it was played at a few film festivals around the world and has a very select opening in a few different cinemas, a few small screens. I don't know if any of them in Ireland. I haven't even looked it up. But at the same time, it launched on Netflix as well. So obviously they had a big deal there. And this is probably going to be a more common distribution model and more common way to see brand new films going forward into the future. I suspect it's only going to get more common as opposed to less. As I was saying, the film exhibits the kind of the usual Coen Brothers style, this mad mix of violence and comedy and dark subject matter all together. I loved it. It all looks fantastic. Recently I've been playing a lot of, as I suspect a lot of people have, like Red Dead Redemption 2
Heck yeah.
on the console, which puts me in a real sort of cowboy mood. This looks amazing. Everything looks so Western. All of the costumes, all of the sets, even actually down to even like the language that all of the characters use is so well written. It feels so period, and it all sounds just slightly off to our ears, telling us that it's not like some guy from the Bronx or New York modern day just spouting a load of lines in a cowboy jumpsuit. It's actually characters from that time. They're all so well written, and all the characters really do feel quite real.
I heard nothing about it at all.
Yeah.
And I IMDb'd it while
Yeah.
that song was playing. It looked pretty decent.
It's very good.
I know nothing about it at all.
I heard only
except
positive
for
reviews about it.
7.4 on IMDb, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
is.
I might give it a go.
I'd probably give it, ultimately, I'm jumping the gun, but I'd fall somewhere in line with that sort of range. It's not a life-changing film, but it's very good. It's very serviceable. And it's great fun. It has a good few Irish boys in it. We've Brendan Gleeson, we've Liam Neeson as well. Sean making a bit of a scowl there. Something about Liam Neeson? I know, you're a bit try.
Liam Neeson, isn't
How
he?
many times
Like,
can they be taken? I know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. It's like,
Yeah. Give him wolves to fight or something.
he needs to stop.
He does. But the phenomenal thing about Liam Neeson is he's flying the flag. And I see very few Irish people out there making as many films as Liam Neeson. He's kind of, to me, he's becoming kind of a pseudo Nicolas Cage. Not in so far as he's given these wild, wacky performances, but it seems that the guy just genuinely loves being in films. I mean, you can't stop him going. He has the money, I presume. I don't know.
Yeah, I imagine
I'm not
he's-
claiming to know his situation.
Yeah.
But I suspect if he wanted to in the morning, Liam Neeson could stop. But
Yeah.
he's not. He has no interest in it. He'll show up in any. And he does actually. He plays a lot of kind of Western roles as well, wasn't he? I think he was in a lot of Western comedies even. He was in that absolutely dire, what was it, like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West, or
Okay.
written by...
All right, like, I know everyone craps on that movie,
Yeah.
but there was parts of that movie that were pretty funny.
The problem is that a film having individual bits that are funny isn't...
Oh, yeah, like, there's
Yeah.
no story. It's actually
It's a
very
vanity piece
bad
for...
movie.
what's the guy's name? Seth
Seth
MacFarlane? Yeah, it's a
MacFarlane.
total vanity piece for him.
No, it is. I agree with that, but there was parts where I was like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
fact that they let him make it is pretty funny, if you ask me. But anyway,
Ooh,
going back to...
shots fired.
Sham. Anyway, going back to Buster Scruggs, rather. A few complaints that I would have about it are I loved each of the shorts. I preferred some to others, as you naturally are when you watch kind of 6 short films back to back. The pacing for me was slightly off. The first one is the titular Buster Scruggs, as I've already said. This kind of quick draw cowboy who goes into bars, gets into a fight and starts firing. The second one is about kind of a robbery of like a post office or a bank. And so you get these really frenetic, like quick little shorts that don't kind of stay around for too long. By the time you make it to 4 and 5, you're getting these much slower pieces about a guy who's out kind of digging for gold, or rather, panning for gold. And another gentleman who's kind of leading like this caravan getting people through the wild when Indians attack. And these are all much slower paced. And they're all just a lot more kind of ponderous, really, I suppose, than the first 2. So watching the 6, you do feel these kind of really, really sudden slowdowns and startups as you're watching them. So I don't mind sort of the tones of these shorts being different, but the fact that the pacing of them was so different to me was a bit jarring. You go from something that's really quick payoff, and then you're going into this really ponderous man climbing a tree and having like a stare down with an owl. You're kind of...
So you would have liked
it
that
kind of
they...
loses you.
So you would have liked that, like, they put the movies and kind of like, start
Maybe
with
shuffle them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good to start with the one that has Buster Scruggs in it. Even then, though, I don't necessarily think that's essential. But I think it would have been interesting, I think, maybe to see them mix around the layout of the stories a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, you want something kind of quick up front to grab people's attention, and they did a fantastic job of that. It's Tim Drake Nelson plays Buster Scruggs. He's absolutely magnetic in the part. And the comedy, I think, in the film really kind of roads slightly over time. In the first one, when he comes into a bar, he like pats himself down, and suddenly there's like a perfect cloud of smoke left behind him in his exact shape. It's really tongue-in-cheek stuff, really silly, just little kind of, Old West jokes, but they really, really work. Or in the second one, we have James Franco, who isn't playing some mad Tommy Wiseau. He's actually like, fun, charismatic, bank robber, and he gets into a fight. Spoilers, I suppose, even though this all has been, with a clerk who's covered head to toe in pots and pans, and so his bullets like bouncing off him like they're nothing. So you go from all this silly stuff to just really long, drawn out, protracted scenes, which in their own right were all fantastic, and if you were to watch any of these shorts you'd be very happy, but I thought maybe just mixing up the order of them would maybe give it a bit more. But overall, I absolutely loved it. Other actors in it are Ralph Ineson, who we last spoke about when he was in The Witch, playing the father, and Tom Waits, the singer, who plays a fantastic job of being a gold prospector. So I really like it. It's really easy for anyone to watch it. It's The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix.
James Franco's a weird dude, isn't he?
He's very odd.
Yeah.
He's almost intentionally kind of obtuse.
He's in some amount of crap.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh my God, 144 projects he's been since he started acting.
I think he was involved, I can't remember what form of social media I followed him on, but he was all talking about his class. I think in some university in America, he was teaching a class as well, and they were all making short films, and like when he's your teacher as well, they were all like getting him involved, and he was like in half of them. It's rubbish. Like
he's so like,
one thing they use in, I really have to see Spring Breakers. Did either of you see that? It's meant to be actually quite good.
He was in Milk. That's a phenomenal film. 2008.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Penn played Harvey Milk. Everyone who hasn't seen that should definitely watch it. But the first openly gay senator in America, way back in the 70s. It's a great movie, and James Franco's in that, and he was fantastic. And he's really
I think he's
good
very good.
at
He's very
certain things.
charismatic. He's very charismatic.
But he also does some amount of crap. Like I was going through his IMDb there, and
He
it's
does.
like,
well, he's
he's
in
in
the
so
whole
much
Seth
crap.
Rogen gang and everything. So as soon as he's in anything with those.
yeah, I suppose.
Although I actually don't think half of those films are as bad as people give them the rap for. But once you're in things like that, it opens the floodgates to being an absolute tat. People are gonna
he's a very confusing actor.
He is.
Anyway, that's James Franco and the Ballad of
Buster Scruggs.
Buster Scruggs. Now, Rob, what else are we going to do? Because I heard we're going to do something a little bit different today.
Well, I thought this was going to be our last episode before Christmas, and I thought what might be interesting is just to briefly talk about what our favourite Christmas films are.
Whoop, Christmas.
I'm going to throw the ball right over to you guys because I've been talking for quite some time, and I'm going to come back in at the end
And
of
I'm
mine.
going to throw the ball over to Claudia.
Because you still need to think about yours.
Not that, because I think it'll be a nice break between Claudia talks about hers. I don't have a favourite one, and then you talk about yours. So it won't be like me ending on a sad note.
This has been planned out absolutely so well. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, no, I've planned that out
That's
very
not,
well.
sorry, that sounds sarcastic. That was
Yeah, I planned that out very well. I want to end it on a high. So, Claudia, you have the floor. Tell us about your favourite Christmas movie.
So, as a disclaimer, I don't really have a favorite Christmas movie, to be
great way to
honest.
start that.
Like, I really like the Charlie Brown Christmas special, but I think that's not really a movie. It's more so just an episode of a show you could see it as. So I'm not going to talk about that one.
That is what we see it as.
But it's really, really nice. But anyways, the movie that I really like and I would watch, I thought of like a movie I would watch during this holiday season would be The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and what's her name again from
Scarlett Johansson?
No.
Oh, it was Scarlett Johansson.
No,
was
it
in
wasn't.
a minute ago when you were describing
I
it to us.
asked you 5 times.
Wait,
Who's the
wait,
person
what was
from
it?
Titanic?
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. And
Scarlett Johansson.
No.
She never mentioned Scarlett Johansson.
She did.
say
You were on your phone.
Kate Winslet. I was
That
on
was
my
Before
phone
that,
no, before
looking
that.
at Ballad
But I
of
asked
Buster
you,
Scruggs.
I said, oh no, Scarlett Johansson. No, not Scarlett Johansson. Who was the person from Titanic?
We're
And you
arguing
didn't
about something
respond.
that's redundant.
But anyways.
Go back to the Christmas
What's
movie.
Scarlett
What's it
Johansson
called?
up to these days?
Playing
Holiday.
every character of every ethnic minority in the goddamn world. Jesus Christ, that woman needs to settle down.
And who's, you know the person that, like, School of Rock? Who did that?
Jack Black.
Michael
Jack Black.
Jackson. Oh no, that's
Why did you say his name like that?
Because he's Jack Black.
what's her name? Randy
you gotta-
Cosgrove.
Yeah, what's her?
Oh, I was
her
just
name?
thinking about
But
her.
you got to
there.
give Jack Blake. You got to give Jack Black his name like that.
So anyways, and Jack Black is in that movie.
Yeah.
And
Killing it, I
it's
bet.
kind of like a romantic comedy on kind of so the basic plot for anyone who hasn't seen it is that there are those two, so it's Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz, and they both live at the opposite ends of the world, and they kind of just switch and like live in each other's houses and then fall in love with the people that are there. So yeah, it's kind of like a romantic movie, kind of with Christmas vibe, and yeah, I really like it.
Yeah,
It's
Good
not
though.
like the best movie ever, but it's like a nice one to get you in the holiday spirit, I would say.
Came out when? 1999? When did it come out? 1999?
No, it unfortunately didn't.
Oh.
2000 and...
I thought you only knew films that came out in 1999.
Oh, that was a subtle dig. Very good, Claudia. I'm glad
there's Jude
you...
Law in it as well. I'm looking it
Yes.
up here. Who's leaving out Jude Law? Oh,
I'm glad
didn't
you
remember his
enjoyed
name.
that.
Jude Law's lovely. What a great guy.
Let's move on.
I've
don't
never
have-
seen The Holiday.
No, neither have I. I don't have a favourite Christmas movie. I don't generally watch a lot of Christmas movies. I saw at the weekend, though, Deck the Halls for like the 7th time. That Danny DeVito movie with the guy who played Ferris Bueller. Don't know what his name is.
Me either.
Don't know what he's doing these days. But Deck the Halls is good for the sole reason it has Danny DeVito in it. And I like Danny DeVito. But I'm not really big into Christmas movies.
What gets you in the holiday? What gets you into the holiday spirit, Sean?
What gets me into the holiday spirit? That's a very good question.
Is it holiday music?
Matthew Broderick.
That's it, Matthew Broderick. Yeah, him. Don't know what he's doing.
He's
these
married
days.
to Sarah Jessica Parker.
Is he?
Yes.
Weird.
He is Sideburns. Oh, he did in 2009.
Yeah. What a dodgy year for everyone.
But anyways, is it Christmas music that gets you in the holiday spirit?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is that gets me in the Christmas spirit. I think it's...
Is it
Talking
the
about
Christmas
assignments?
market?
No, I think it's like getting family
Sorry, the
together
Christmas market.
that gets me excited about
Christmas market does nothing for me. You're still just blatantly in Air Square. This is very good. If anyone's listening, they're not from Galway. This is not going to mean much. But I'm like, a wheel, and there's Supermax.
Anyway, I think it's getting family
Dire.
together that puts me in the
Absolutely
Christmas
dire.
spirit. Like movies and music, I'm like, yeah. It seems sometimes for me it seems a bit gimmicky. It's like, oh, Christmas, let's shove a Christmas movie down your throat to make some money. You know?
Yeah.
Let's capitalize on the holiday to make some cha-ching, cha-ching.
I think I had like a very different experience of it probably because back home it snows most years.
It doesn't snow here.
So you
really.
kind of get the full.
And if it does, we like die.
Yeah.
We like cannot handle it at all.
Yeah. Do you know what did get me in the Christmas spirit? Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That's
A lot
true.
of
I
Christmas
get that.
lights and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like, oh, Christmas festive.
Yeah.
I love it. Also, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Which is, according to Sean, the best Christmas song.
According to 98% of the Earth's population,
Yeah.
it's the best Christmas song.
No.
I thought
Yeah.
we said we wouldn't speak about that because, as you pointed out, there'd be nothing interesting to say because everyone agrees it's the best.
Well, Claudia tried to fight me there over it, and I'm just...
Yeah, but Claudia's
It's not
always
the
going
best.
to try to fight you.
Yes,
it's
that's
the
true.
best Christmas song, Claudia, and everyone knows it. You know the bit where she's like... "Ooh." You know that
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
Oh, that gets...
We all
that's-
know that bit.
Yeah, that's
No.
the best Christmas song.
No, I think the best part of the song is like the beginning where she's like, ah, you know?
Oh, the ah. is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good as well.
Why don't we harmonise? You do the ah, and I'll do
No.
the ooh, and then Rob can
I'll
do...
drink coffee.
Okay.
I have a big cup of coffee.
Sure, Rob, we'll fire back over to you. What's your favourite Christmas movie?
Well, do you remember when I was giving out about the Christmas market?
Yes.
What would you say I was being then? If
Scrooge.
to
The
describe-
Grinch.
Get a bit of culture into you, Claudia.
Die
Scrooge.
Hard.
Scrooge. Not Die. You'd say I was being Die Hard.
Yeah, he was shooting up the Christmas... Oh, God. He was not shooting up the Christmas market.
Yeah, not yet. But no. Scrooge.
Yippee-yi-yay.
So what film is Scrooge in?
Yippee-ki-yay.
For the best Christmas film of all time, what film is
Ki-yay.
Scrooge in?
The Mickey's Christmas Carol.
No. Well, is he?
Yeah.
Seen that? Probably
Yeah.
is. Well, either way, what's better than putting Mickey Mouse in a Christmas film?
Mickey and Minnie.
That's fine. No, I have the answer. I'm only teasing you. Putting the Muppets in a Christmas film.
Oh, no.
I'm a big Muppet boy. My favourite, and it's actually my favourite film of all time, on a genuine note, because I have great associations with it from when I was young. Muppet Christmas Carol. Banger. The tunes in that.
It would make sense that he likes Muppets.
Oh my God.
What?
God, Claudia, come on. That was funny.
He set you up, Claudia. You
I
missed.
set you up.
A
I
swing.
gave you a joke.
A swing. Oh God.
There you
There
go.
it is. Back to
Muppet
stock
Christmas
laughter.
Carol, absolutely fantastic. Has Michael Caine in it. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh,
Oof, God, that was questionable.
Michael Caine there.
I almost thought he was in the studio with us. Michael, are you with us?
Oh, I don't know, Bruce. They're looking for. No, okay. I'm done. But Michael Caine is in it. He's absolutely fantastic. Gonzo is in it. Wow. My favourite Muppet, Bobo the Bear. I actually can't think where he's in it. Maybe he's not in it. It doesn't matter. But it's absolutely fantastic. You follow Rizzo the Rat and Gonzo as they kind of literally stalk Scrooge around being visited by the three ghosts. We all know what Christmas Carol is about, but it takes that quite kind of down and serious story and injects, singing mice looking for cheese and big Muppet puppet versions of all of the ghosts that visit him. Absolutely amazing film. And if you'd had the childhood that I've had, it would really mean a lot more to you. So that
We
might,
didn't,
no.
but alas.
I thought it was worth a shot.
Alas, we digress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Christmas movies.
Whoop whoop Christmas, we love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to spend all my money on presents.
Yeah. Grand.
Grand out. Should we play a song then?
We will. What I have here as a song is... actually, do you know what? If I had it ready, I'd have put on something from Up a Christmas Carol, but I didn't think of that earlier. So instead, I have something from Ennio Morricone, the famous Western, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly theme.
This is the best Christmas song.
It's the best Christmas song. I'm going to try to sneak. So we'll see. Anyway.
Slide me down as I
the
do
good,
the Mariah Carey's
the bad,
You.
and the ugly. And Seán, I want you to Mariah Carey in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. If you throw that newspaper at me again, I swear to God, it'll be the last Christmas you ever see.
Week 1. What did I say?
Don't
no throwing anything in the studio. I don't know why I'm the daddy, but
I
if it
can't
comes
believe she
to it.
threw a newspaper at me. I was going to start back. When you faded me up, I was going to keep saying you and pretend that I had said you for the entire way through that song. And it would have been a funny joke and we all would have laughed.
Oh, you
But
had
now
a
we
bit.
didn't.
I was
I had
going to
a
do a
bit
bit.
planned.
I was going to go wah, 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 the song.
Oh.
That's what the
See,
song.
we both had bits planned, and Claudia
She ruined it.
throwing newspapers
Throwing
around the studio.
This is
ruined
Galway
it.
magazine. Great magazine sponsor of the show.
You know what, Claudia? Why don't you just introduce the last segment?
So the last segment is where Seán is going to introduce
Quick
two
draws. Pull on
movies and make up like. there
Okay,
are
read it.
three-
You can read it from your bit. You can
No,
read it from your
there are
bit. Go on.
three. It's like 2 truths, 1 lie. Movie version.
Those are the guns of like
Sean's-
21 gun salutes of
Sean
coolness.
is firing pistols. Yeah,
They
but
were-
why are you doing that?
Because I'm just excited. You know when cowboys get excited, they fire their guns in the air.
I know. Yay!
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yay!
Because I was excited
Yeah.
for everyone's favorite segment of the show.
It's-
I heard.
It's my favorite.
I heard now.
Hey, I
and
actually
I'm
worked
not-
for mine. For this one, I just turn up.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
I'm not going to lie to you, lads. I heard now from the Obamas that this was their favorite part of any radio show ever.
They said,
They tweeted that.
"Great work, Sean. Keep it up. Proud of you."
At the
Yeah.
Obama's Thanksgiving dinner, Obama said, "This year I'm thankful."
And thanks for Rose's riddles.
Rose's riddles. Oh, wow, Siri started talking to me there. Thank you, Siri, for joining in.
Sean Connery was recently spotted in Chicago in town before he made his way up to CEX trying to find an old VHS copy of Rose's riddles.
I
He
thought-
couldn't find one.
I thought you said Travago, and I was like, hotel?
No, Chicago.
Travago.
I
Another
understood
another
Chivago.
sponsor of the show.
I understood Chivago, so I was like, "Are you referencing the movie?"
No, the
Oh,
hotel. ad
Claudia's
with
seen
that
the
woman.
film. I'm delighted.
Righto.
I
Shall we
love
get
that
going
movie.
then? Who went first last week?
I think it was you.
I think it was me.
So, Claudia, that means you're going first this week, obviously.
Yay!
So, do you want film 1 or 2?
2.
Okay,
Is there a theme
week's
to them?
this week's films, basically, I did a whole thing on Christmas movies and was like, oh, wait, we're doing another show, so I won't use these. And I threw them out, and then Claudia informed me that this was our last show. So it wasn't originally supposed to be Christmas movies, but I forgot about it. Well, basically, I just
put
threw that
the
out.
loudest spoon into a cup.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for
so sorry.
cutting me off there with that ensemble of Christmas music played by a spoon. Anywho, so the theme this week is my favorite movies. So I just picked
Great
2
theme.
movies that I really like. These aren't my favorite and in no order.
Is
They're
one
just
of them Muppet Christmas Carol?
yeah.
Yes.
No.
I know everything.
So these are just 2 movies that I really
Yeah.
like. I wrote down my 10 favorite movies and then just picked 2 out of that randomly. So Claudia, which film do you want, 1 or 2? Did you say
2.
You want 2. So your film is the 2015 The Revenant.
Very.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, Claudia, it's
Highest
an
paid
amazing
bear
movie.
actor in any film?
Is
Yeah.
it?
Fact.
Yeah, it's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
where he got his first Oscar for.
Yes,
But the
indeed
thing
we
is,
do.
you wouldn't know it's Leonardo DiCaprio because you're so drawn into his performance.
He just plays
Wow.
a bear.
Oh no, no, it's basically Leonardo DiCaprio just playing a revenant.
No, he plays a
What
bear.
did she say?
He then
A
attacks
bear?
himself, yeah.
Yeah. There's that scene where he goes down on himself.
Hmm. You know that like Tom Hardy Legend movie where he plays twins?
Yeah. Or Jack and Jill with Adam
Now you've ruined
Sandler.
everything. Okay, Claudia.
Or The Nutty Professor.
What?
Your boy Eddie Murphy
was that
playing
one?
the full family. There's another.
Was it?
I
Yeah,
love
no, he
films.
played
I love films
where
with
he was
people.
dating a woman who Norbert.
Norbert.
God, that was an awful
dude,
movie.
Norbert. Or Spy Kids, where
That's not
You,
just
you
Spy
have
Kids.
to stop talking about Spy Kids.
do you want to
Okay,
watch it after
let's
this?
No.
let's get going, right, Claudia? You are film 2, right?
Yes.
Trivia number 1. Remember, you are looking for the lie this week. Leonardo DiCaprio slept inside a horse carcass one night to really commit to the role. Trivia number 2.
I
This
thought it
is-
smelled bad on the outside. Sorry.
Shut up.
You know that-
This is Leonardo DiCaprio's 6th Oscar nomination. So he obviously won the Oscar, but this was his 6th one. Okay? Number
Claudia
3.
looks so stoic with you reading these out. God, she's like really concentrating. Like.
Oh, she's really getting into it. Stop moving your eyebrows up and down. You look like the Cadbury's kid. Okay, this is...
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
Nah, she does just like it.
Tom Hardy left his position in Suicide Squad to pursue his role in The Revenant. So which one of those is a lie?
And
There's a gibbon loose in the studio somewhere.
I would say
The
that
room next to us are.
They're
I
recording
know.
at the zoo.
I know. I'm naming and shaming, but the room next to us have the loudest collection of foods. They have Pringles, they have crisps, they have popcorn, they have everything in there.
And crunchy Nature Valley bars.
And Nature Valley bars, and we've been like, I don't know how they can record a show with all that stuff, but in their defense, they've been dead quiet and we haven't heard a thing. So we were like, wow, that's really impressive. And now they're laughing. Fair play to them.
Sounds like gibbons. Anyway, Claudia, which one? Okay,
so it's either the second one or the third one.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
you
gonna go
think-
with the second one.
you think that he slept inside a horse? That was a
Yeah.
lie. Okay, so you're locking in
No, that
your
was the
answer.
first one.
That was the second. That was the first. Oh, sorry, that was the first one. Sorry, yes.
The second was the Oscars. You think the Oscars is the lie?
You think it wasn't his 6th nomination. You think he had more or less nominations.
Yeah.
He should have won it for The Wolf of Wall Street. If
Yeah,
I'm
he
being
should've.
entirely honest.
I would say it's either the second or the third one. So I'll just go with the second one. I don't know.
So tell me your lie. Tell me which one is a lie, Claudia.
That is the 6th nomination.
You think that's a lie?
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, which one of you would you have
I
said?
think that one was definitely true. Because there's all this buzz around it. I think Suicide Squad. Who do you have played in Suicide Squad? Jai Courtney have gotten the boot. I don't mind that. Jai Courtney kick him to the curb. It's either 1 or 3 for me. Is that he slept inside the horse carcass one night, like while cameras weren't rolling. Mm-hmm. But I know he went like. I'm gonna say it's number 3.
You think
the lie.
that Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
That was a lie. Well, you are both wrong. He did not sleep inside a horse.
Aww.
Yeah, that was a myth that
And they
someone
gave him
made-
an Oscar?
Someone made that up on set, and that travelled around. This was Leonardo DiCaprio's 6th Oscar nomination, and Tom Hardy was originally in Suicide Squad, but
you know
dropped
who he
out
was
of the
gonna
position.
play?
I think he was supposed to play Boomerang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I knew it's because
I
Jai
don't-
Courtney
yeah.
is like a poor man's
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. It's
Yeah.
very obvious that they were like, oh God, what do we do now?
Yeah, and Tom Hardy is recorded in saying that it was a better choice for him to play
Oh, I
in
think
The
so.
Revenant.
And he was fantastic in it.
He was amazing in it. Very good. You messed up. What are you laughing at?
Sorry. Claudia's
No, nothing.
stifling laughter. What's up, Claudia?
No, nothing.
What? Say it.
Nothing.
Say it.
It's
There's clearly
fine.
something. You've gone mad.
No. Do we even how much?
Oh, so there's something.
How
We
much
have
time is there?
Listen, I'm time master this week. We're fine. Seán,
Can I
Okay.
really trust that?
No. We'll continue on with the show.
just stop, Claudia.
So,
This
Rob,
is why we don't take you anywhere.
would you like film 1 or film 1?
I'll take film 1, Spy Kids.
Damn, it actually is Spy Kids.
Yes!
It's not. It's not Spy Kids. Should have been. But
Danny Trejo.
film number 1. I'm holding up one finger right now, Claudia. That's
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
number
John,
1.
Claudia, there isn't enough time if you keep physically impeding on Seán.
Yeah.
Right? So let's just let him do it. I'll
Boundaries.
I'll mind the time. You mind yourself. Watch it. First warning on air. All
And
right?
I'll mind the crack.
Is Rob again being the dad?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's how I speak to my
film.
kids. Yeah.
Oh, I typed a D there by accident.
All right, that's fine.
Film number
Yeah.
1. All right.
Number 1. Yeah.
It is the 1985 The Breakfast Club.
Oh,
The classic, and I've
that's
never seen it.
great.
An
Yeah.
amazing movie. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Any who. Trivia number 1.
Let's go.
Brian, the nerd character, his mom's license plate in the movie is EMC2.
What
To
type of
match.
question? What kind of trivia is that?
What?
Like his mother's.
We're on the
Plate.
clock, Claudia. There's only
Claudia-
so much left to the show. Robert, so we have
Two
enough
of the-
time, and then suddenly
Claudia,
you're coming in with
the
this.
parents in the movie all have license plates to match their kid's character.
Oh, okay.
Why are you sassing me?
Right.
I do the research for this
Seán,
show.
what's next bit? Trivia?
Okay.
What's next bit?
Trivia number 2. This movie, the date in the movie is March 22nd, 1984, which is actually a Thursday if you go back in time, even though the movie is set on a Saturday.
Okay.
Trivia number 3. Proposed titles for the movie were The Lunch Bunch and Library Revolution.
Dire. I always end up getting alternate titles to films.
I love alternate titles to movies. I always throw them in because they're so much fun.
So in the plot, they're meant to be there on a Saturday. I know it's
Yes.
like after school detention. Do they do those on weekends? And there's one girl who's like, isn't there one girl? See, I've never seen the film, so I'm only guessing. But I think there's one character who they're like, why are you here? And she's like, I don't even have to be here. Not in that voice or in that. Yeah, that's not how it comes up in conversation either. But there's one girl who's there unnecessarily. Oh, would she be there on a Saturday? It's not meant to all happen after school. This for me is the license
It is on a
plates.
Saturday.
Ooh, Claudia giving me the hook up there with the. Okay.
No, I just remembered though.
Very nice. Thanks a mil,
The
Claudia.
beginning
Right.
scene.
I'm striking two out my fucking head. So, for anyone who didn't hear that, I just said the word ducking. I'm sorry about that.
Can't believe you're giving away the answers, Claudia.
So
I just
I'm
said
gonna
it was a Saturday.
number 1 or there's the breakfast bunch.
So number 1,
I'm gonna go
To
for number
reiterate.
1. I'm just gonna go for number 1.
You think that number
I
one-
think the license plates is a bit.
You
bit
think
on
that's
the
a lie?
nose. Yeah.
okay, you would be wrong.
Okay. What one was a lie then?
The movie does not take place on March 22nd. That's a lie. They actually
Okay.
have the correct date for
Okay.
the movie. They
So
were very
Claudia just came
smart.
in to sabotage my section, give me a bit of false
Well,
hope.
no, she was.
No,
actually-
I took the bait.
The movie is set on a Saturday, and the
fair play
date
to her.
is
Not fair play
Saturday.
to her. Dead on.
So she did help you out, and that's why I was
No,
worried that
she
you
did.
would say the
Yeah.
right one. So yeah, Brian's mom's license plate is EMC2, as in E equals MC squared.
Yeah, no, I got that.
The proposed titles originally were The Lunch Bunch and Library Revolution.
Yeah.
So you did get that wrong, unfortunately.
I had a feeling they'd try to attach some silly title to a film like that.
Yeah,
I was
well,
never
the
really
whole
gonna go
thing
for
was
3.
written in like 4 days. So I
Jesus,
suppose they
God,
would have mad titles for it.
Yeah.
That was fun. Everyone's favourite segment. Once again, the Obamas,
Amazing.
the Kennedys, the
And as time goes on, we're
Clintons.
getting less and less them right.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just so good at these.
What do the
that you
Yeah, probably.
Kardashians think of the segment?
Ugh,
we must find out.
Who cares?
We must find out. I'd say Claudia cares.
I'd say Kylie Jenner is going to make a lip gloss based off this section.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fool.
Lovely, guys.
Lovely. Very good.
So,
Very good
guys-
show. I guess we can.
We're going to kind of wrap it up now.
Yeah, we don't really go on. a
If you're
film
looking for
talk.
something to do this weekend, film stock, we're kind of drying up now. We're getting close to the Christmas time. Everyone's taking a bit of personal time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, this Saturday, all I can say that I'd recommend is going to see The Muppet Christmas Carol in Palace at 2:30. My favourite film of all time. And, it's an absolute banger.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy New Year.
We're going to
Ugh,
play...
sounds horrible saying that.
So once again, you've been listening to Real Talk on Flirt FM, wishing you a very, very happy holiday season. Since, just make it official. What's wrong, Sean?
You said real talk.
Real Talk. Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Yeah, but what happened to the pun?
Oh, the puns. I was going to do that in a moment. Sure.
Oh.
At the end, I go, so what? See now they all know the puns.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
Well, I got shooketh there. I thought he
Yeah.
was going to forget the pun and we were going to have to go on for a whole
think-
month without puns.
I think the Obamas are not going to like this.
The Obamas are
The
not going to
puns.
like this.
Obamas are going to be absolutely upset.
We're in Michelle's book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've been listening to Real Talk on Flirt FM. No, they expect it, Sean. I can't do the pun now.
No, you have to do the pun now. We've already talked about the pun multiple times. We talked about the pun in the first episode and
All
in
right,
the third
all right.
Oh
episode.
my God.
All right. Well,
Happy holiday
thanks
season,
everyone. Happy
Woo,
holidays.
Christmas.
You've been listening to Steel
Yay.
Talk for all of your or needs on campus.
Or what?
Stop. Absolutely stop. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas.